This is Ben Proco of the Brick House Triathlon, Duathlon, Aquabike, Adventure Race, and we're glad you could join us here for 2023. Hopefully this video going through everything will help you out, answer any questions that you may have. We have lots of first-time racers, super exciting, and then we have a handful of you that have been to all of our events, so thank you for the continued support of the races here, especially local races. Parking that morning, you'll see the entrance off 362. We'll probably have like a yellow sign out there. Might not even put anything on that sign or something, but just to kind of show you where that entrance is, and just follow the road back, and you'll be guided to park over here. We're not going to have any cars past this point except for those who are helping work the event. If you do get there after 8 o'clock, which is kind of pushing it anyways, we're closing this section here, so you'd have to park kind of off the side here because this is going to be part of the bike course. And remember, if you decide to ride your bike, which there's a little nice hill going up here, which is part of the bike course, you must have your helmet on. You can be disqualified before the race even starts for not having your helmet on anytime you are not riding your bike. All right, our race schedule, and this is all available online, and this could always fluctuate if needed by a couple minutes on race morning, but we've been pretty good about adhering like pretty much to the minute the race start time. And both races, Saturday and Sunday, start at 8:30 with parking starting at 7 a.m. So with Saturday, you'll have the adventure race, and then from noon to 4, there's a packet pickup for the races that are on Sunday from noon to 4, and also pre-riding. I recommend, if you are coming out there, just to familiarize yourself. You don't have to do the whole course. But it is very helpful to do at least like the bike section, do a lap out there. I think it's always worth that, just having that experience if you haven't ridden out there. It is a pretty easy course, and I'll go over it with you, kind of give you some little details on especially what I saw just a couple days ago when I was out there checking everything out. So that's again Saturday. You got the adventure race and then some pre-riding and packet pickup. Race day for the triathlon, duathlon, and aquabike. That's on Sunday. We're going to have wave starts. We're planning on doing wave 1 with all male triathletes, and then wave 2 will be everyone else, female triathlon, aquabike, relays. In the duathlon, you'll start at that time as well. Our award ceremony, we're looking around 10:30, give or take what's kind of happening. And also, if you just once we kind of get the results posted, if you want to grab your award and go, we're fine with that as well, because we know some of you have places to be. All right, here's just kind of a crude looking drawing of where everything is. This is where transition would be. Swim start area is over here. There's a cabin right here. When you're walking up, you'll see this cabin, kind of where post race is. Packet pickup will probably be somewhere around this area. It might look a little bit crazy on here, but trust me, it's pretty easy to find. Just head up the driveway and then take a left, and you'll kind of see where everything's at. But I would recommend looking at this map, just kind of get an idea. Like for the duathlon, your first run, you're not going to go up to the finish. You're going to go around, so it kind of joins you with the swim out, and then we'll have some like green AstroTurf to help get you through the gravel a little bit here to get in your transition for going from the swim to the bike, or from the run to the bike. Do your bike leg, come back here, and then go out and do the run. We have a few aquabike racers, and something I really wanted to do. I've done aquabike, and I've heard some others say, it's just so anticlimactic, just racing into T2 for your stop time. So on your second lap, aquabike, this is specifically for you. You're not going to go straight into T2. We're going to have a little cutoff for you here, where you're going to go down a little bit, and then join, and then come up this hill. And if you've never seen this hill up to the finish, it's pretty steep. So that's the reason we're able to do that too, because whether you're running it or biking it, you're probably not going to be going that fast. So we wanted to give the aqua bike a chance to kind of go across the finish line. So that's something that's probably unique. If you've done aqua bike before, you will get to cross the finish line. Swim, everyone's going to start in this area here, and it's just a simple kind of box, rectangle, a little bit wider here. If you're an unsure swimmer, you can probably stick a little bit closer to the shoreline here. What we're going to do is at packet pickup, we're going to have swim caps for each wave. But if you're someone, this is your first time and you're a little bit worried a little bit about the swim, we're going to have a different color cap available for you, and that'll just help our race personnel, lifeguards, kayakers, just kind of keep an extra eye on you, just to give you kind of a little bit more of that peace of mind. So we'll have that. And you're only doing the sprint race. This is also the map when we had a 3-hour race here. We used to do 2 laps, but this is just 1 lap. 500 meters, maybe just a tad less, and then transition. This is the old transition area. The transition is actually going to be right here. All right, bike. Probably the most technical spot, because I always get asked how technical this is. The most technical spot on the bike is probably right out at the beginning. Where'd my cursor go? Right around here. It's downhill, and there's some spots that are going to get just a little bit sandy. This is why I recommend, like, hey, if you get there with a few minutes extra on Sunday, or if you go there on Saturday, like, really, if you just check that one section out, you will pretty much be fine. You go up the driveway here. This is a pretty nice hill, but it's, again, just going up a hill. There's nothing really special about it. And then along these sections here, you have some two-way traffic. We'll divide you either with caution tape or cones. And then I say the rest of it's some gravel here, grass, pretty much wide open trails. The only thing that would be like technically single track is this section right here, and it's still wide open. It's easily drivable with like one of those gators or mules. It's very easy to drive back there with that. So plenty of room for passing and getting by other racers. The only one other notable spot is right along here. You kind of join on with a run course. So you'll be biking, staying to the left, and the runners will be on the right side, closer to the lake. And then when you get here, the bike splits off. We'll have this marked several times. One of my goals is to have some cones whenever we have splits like that. To use some blue cones, blue for bike, and then red cones, red for run, just kind of make sure you're going the right direction. So if you're on your bike and you see like red cones all of a sudden, that'd be the wrong way. But we occasionally get someone who just starts following us and like, oh, I need to get back on the bike leg. And I say that's like maybe once or twice in the last 4 years or so, where just someone lost track and wasn't really paying attention, and it's even been on their second lap where they've already done it once before. But yeah, just look out. We'll have signs up there, and it just splits off to the left. So really nothing too crazy about that. But it should be a very fast course. I was out there, I guess yesterday, and with the rain we had the previous week, it really helped pat things down, get a few of those sandier sections just nice and packed down. So fastest person last year averaged 15 miles an hour. I think there could be some speeds over that this year because it was very fast yesterday. Some rules about with off-road biking. Again, this is off-road / gravel. So there's just some different rules and etiquette. With off-road, there is not a drafting rule or a no drafting rule. So you technically could draft someone, although it being here, it kind of has a minimal benefit unless you're going pretty fast and into a headwind. And with it being even with 20-25 mile an hour winds yesterday when I was out there, when you're kind of in the trees, I mean, it's barely a mile or 2 miles per hour on those sections. So again, not very windy. You can pass on either side. So there is no rule about only passing on the left or passing on the right. My best recommendation for that is like communicate with the other person when you're trying to get by them. Just say, hey, going on your left, on your right, on the inside, on the outside. Just talk to them. Usually people are really good about that. Or if you're a lapped rider, uh, people get out of the way easily. Just make sure you let them know. That just helps out, keeps both riders safe. Again, it's not like an absolute requirement to call it out by any means, but it does help keep both the rider, especially off road, since there is the passing on either side. Whereas when you are doing like regular road tries, you're required to pass on the left and stay to the right. So here, having that communication really is beneficial because you could be going on either side. If someone does call it out that they're going to go by, let them go by, and just be smart. We've been very fortunate, had very few incidents out here, and some of them are just like some weird, just random things. So just be smart. Everyone has always said how fun and how memorable the course is, especially compared if you've only been doing road tries where it's just usually, especially in the Houston area, just flat, and the only eventful things you might have happen is like a U-turn here or a few turns there. But this course is definitely going to keep you entertained. All right, the 3-mile run. So you head out of transition, and you're going to go about a quarter mile, maybe not even that, and then you're going to U-turn and come back. And then you're going to kind of go into our single track section in here in the woods. This really cool section winding through. So your first mile, you're winding through the woods a lot here after you do that out and back. And then if you've done our Dirt in Your Shoe duathlon that's in February, we send you out here, you kind of join on the course, and the rest of this is just wide open. You got a nice hill going up, pretty much trends uphill all the way around to here, and right around here, I didn't mark it on the map, but there'll be a water station here. There'll be a water station when you head out, a water station here that kind of is a dual purpose, like if you need some water right here, you can get it, or when you're coming up from the back side of the dam here. This is pretty much starting here. It just starts going uphill and trending uphill all the way up through here. Water station here. Head down around the beach. Nice little memorable part here. This is what everyone's talking about here is bluff. It's about a 45-degree angle for a second. So kind of a fun thing to have here. And then just head around the lake. Again, you're going to be joining on with the bike course. So you're just going to stay to the right of the cones on the inside, and then here's where the bike and run splits off, and the bikes again will go to the left, and you'll just stay to the right going along the shoreline here, and then there'll be a spot for you to make a turn up to your finish. And this will be the brick house, the first run. So you'll start right around here. We'll have a spot marked for you to start, and you're not going to do that 3 miles. You're going to do a 2-mile run to start off with. So where you had that out and back, you're just going to run straight and go along there, and then we'll close that off for when the race goes, so you'll know to make that U-turn there. But everything on this course is everything that's part of the 3-mile course, minus you have that little section there. So that's just the duathlon's first run. And big thanks to our sponsors, especially the TDH IT services. They've really stepped up these last couple of years, and you'll see their logo is on the back of our shirts for helping supply those to the racers. We also have some other great sponsors like Hammer Nutrition, Bayou City Race Series. Also, not on here, but Aaron Pallion, who puts on the Texas City Triathlon and I think a Sugarland Half Marathon. We get some help from him. I'm very fortunate. I have some other race directors who help me out with things, especially since we're such a small event. Being able to just simply borrow some equipment. So Ron with Bayou City Tri, Cypress Tri, Sylvan Beach, and Aaron with Texas City Tri are a big help. And then bike minded. He's been very supportive. He's not able to make it out this year, but he's always been very supportive of the race. And then again, Trifid XT, that's us who is producing event, but our other thing that we offer along with putting on races is the coaching side of things. Oh, and so if you're still kind of hanging out here, I forgot to mention with a swim, it should be. I'm predicting based on racing here for 20 years that it will be wetsuit legal. Again, we won't know until race day, but we've had some cooler weather with some wind, which cools it down quickly, and then our highs are not looking crazy high, and we have some cooler evenings. So again, I'm predicting it'll be a wetsuit legal. I'll probably have an update on that temperature Friday or Saturday, and then we'll know on Sunday. So if you're asking me on Wednesday or Thursday, I'm not going to know any more than what I'm really telling you right now. Best thing is just to wait, and I would plan for it to be wetsuit legal. Just the actual temperature, not sure. Again, it still could pop up above there, but after all the years, I've rarely seen a late October race not be wetsuit legal, unless it was just crazy warm, like the whole week leading up to it. So I hope this was helpful for you, and we look forward to seeing you out here this weekend.